First of all, I want to thank you all for coming to celebrate Pete and Marissa's wedding tonight. And I wanted to say a few words about the both of them and how we got to know them. My wife, Melanie, came to me one night and said, I want you to go meet a new friend of mine.
I can't hear.
Can you hear me?
No.
My wife came to me and said, I want you to come meet a new friend of mine. Her name's Marissa. And she wants us to come over and have dinner with some of her friends and get to know her friends. And so Mel and I went there and had a delicious meal with Marissa and her friends. And I thought, man, that's a pretty cool thing to do. What a generous lady that is. What a selfless lady that is. Yeah, I don't know how much later after that it was, a couple of years maybe. We were at a football watch party at another friend's house.
Mr. Microphone.
How about this? I'm not used to using a microphone unless we're doing karaoke. So what song are we doing right now? But we went to a watch party at another friend's house to watch an OU football game. And Mel, my wife, again says, Marissa's bringing her boyfriend over here. And so this guy named Pete walks in. And I looked at him like, well, what does he know? What does he know about football? What does he know about the University of Oklahoma? And come to find out, he wrestled for OU. He played baseball at OU, and he kind of knew a lot of my childhood heroes who played at OU. And so after that, we thought, I think he can fit into the fold pretty well. And so knowing that Pete and Marissa are together now is fitting because they're both very generous, very loving, very giving people. And so I want to raise a glass and have a toast to Pete and Marissa Reed. You're here.
I guess it's my turn now. Thank you, John. I will hope you will indulge me, but I have kind of a two-part toast. The first and most important is with and about Marissa. I have never, ever met anyone that had such a passion for life and a compassion for others. I can't recall any time in the over 3 years that we've known each other, her ever say or do anything in a negative way. In fact, things that would upset me, quite frankly, she would find the positive thing. Her cup's always half full, it's never half empty, and I love that about her. The other thing is, quite honestly, you're so much more to me than my bride. You're my best friend. You're my teammate. So any other kind of adjective or adverb that you want to come up with, but it's you. And so thank you for giving me the honor of you being my wife. Here's a toast to Marissa. Well, better drink it. All right, the second part of the toast is to each one of you that came here this evening. Someone once told me that the most important thing in life are your family and your friends. And the second part of that is that he said, always surround yourself with friends of character, not characters for friends. However, a lot of my friends that I've known, some for almost 60 years, and others, I have found that a good balance between being a character and a not character is usually the best way to go. So there's a couple of guys that I know right over here at this table that I've known for 50 years that walk that fence very, very well. But I love you guys. Something else that I've learned is, we're all on a journey. each one of us in this room. And along that journey, we have a path. And along that path, we have to make a choice. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. When it's bad, we hopefully think about what we've done and try to correct it and move forward. Governor George Nye taught me a lot about that. But the bottom line is, I want you to know on behalf of Marissa and myself how much we appreciate our family and our friends that are here with us this evening, including you, JC. And so, here's to you. May your journey be blessed and your choices be wise.
Cheers.
I have a very special friend that wants to say a few words. Not you, John Doerr. But you are a special friend. He started out as my boss. Later, he became my mentor. And today, almost 50 years later, he's one of the best friends that I've got. The only 4-time governor in Oklahoma history. Please welcome Governor George Nye.
Thank you, and I want to announce that I'm not running for anything, but I am having a fundraiser if you want to come.
I'll do it for you anyway.
I wanted to say that when Pete worked for me, when I was, whatever I was, I just knew him as a kid, and I really knew the Reeves because of his daddy and mama, not because of him. So with all due respect, we're here tonight to honor Pete and Marissa, but I wanted to say that I'm here because I knew Pete's daddy and mama. And I'm standing right here next to his mama, so would you welcome Pete's mama? When I wanted to be elected to public office, we generally had somebody in every area of the state, every county, every city campaigning for you. And down in that part of Oklahoma, the Reeds ran my campaign. And so I was always honored to know them, and so I'm happy, Marissa, to have raised him on your behalf. But it's interesting because I appointed his dad as the head of a state agency. I appointed Pete later, as he worked for me, head of a state agency. And to my knowledge, that's the only father-son team that both of them had a state agency in government. And what's interesting to me about Pete was that I appointed him head of the Veterans Commission. And I got criticized for it because he just wasn't qualified to do that. And before I left office, the National Association of Veterans Affairs honored him as the outstanding state leader of But speaking of veterans, let me tell you, Don and I are here tonight, and it's kind of fun to, well, let me first introduce my wife, Don. Don and I are celebrating 60 years. And of course, I remember growing up, Pete, when I was younger than you. I remember my parents telling me, now, George, always honor and respect those people that are older than you. Yeah. And today I'm having a hard time thinking big body. But there is someone here younger than I am, but I want to say that I'm honored that we were driven. Now just imagine this. My chauffeur tonight, I served in World War II as an aviation boatswain's mate, 3rd class.
What?
Our chauffeur tonight is General Rita Aaron. And can you imagine how much fun it is as an aviation bosun made third class to sit over there and tell somebody behind the wheel what to do? But what I wanted to say particularly, that I had two guys that worked for me by the name of Reed. One was Pete Reed, one was John Reed. One spelled it R-E-E-D, one spelled it R-E-I-D. And so all the time I was in public office, somebody told me, said, I want to meet that, I got an appointment with that Reed guy.
Oh.
I never knew who in the hell they were looking for. But Pete, when I woke up this morning, I was trying to think, where am I going today? Because that's been my life, trying to figure out what's on my calendar. And today, in the AM, I was thinking about what am I doing today, and then in the PM, what am I doing tonight? And I decided, as I looked at my calendar, AM, it's an awesome morning, because I'm going to PM, to Pete and Marissa.
Oh.
And Marissa, I wanted to tell you, honey, thank you for taking him over from all of us. I want to say, I'm supposed to say congratulations, but just really want to say thanks. And I want to also announce we're going to adjourn pretty soon because Pete's got to go work out. But Donna and I are honored to be here, and we appreciate his public service. Just think of all the years that he has served Oklahoma. And just think, he's tonight getting married 2 days after Statehood Day, that we're celebrating the anniversary of our state being a state in the Union. And here's a guy and a gal getting married. And I want to say that we're happy for you, and we congratulate you, and we thank you. And so, yes, here's to the PM. So would you join me in saying thank you, PM? Thank you.
Okay, Pete, my boy, John Real here. Hey, I just want to wish you congratulations again, and again, and again, and again. I think there's like 3 more, but anyway, just want to say congratulations. Hopefully this marriage will take you for the rest of your time. You'll all be happy, enjoy one another, and be good to one another. Because I remember Pete being our kind of ladies' man at our fraternity house. And a lot of nights I'd walk into our fraternity house and I'd hear the piano, somebody playing the piano to the old Chicago song, kind of a slow song called Color My World. And I'd walk in and it was Pete with a different girl every time, sitting on the piano bench with him, playing the song Color My World for her. So anyway, just a short memory. Congratulations. Be careful. Be good to one another. See ya. Bye.